Hey everyone at home or wherever you happen to be, I'm Miss Jaime and welcome back to another Art Explorations for Kids. So today we are going to be looking at Lewis Carroll's classic Alice in Wonderland, and in particular the scene where Alice is sitting around a huge tea party with these interesting characters like the Mad Hatter and the March Hare, and we're going to be making our very own pile of just crazy teacups going up to the sky. We're going to go ahead and start with our Jumbo Jet black pencil. And what we're going to focus on when we're making our teacups, you'll see I have my Alice teacup with me. And when you look at it straight on, you see the rim is a circle. However, if you look at it from the side, it becomes an ellipse. So what an ellipse is basically an oval. And we're going to focus on that while we're creating our giant tower of teacups. So first we're going to start off creating this U shape. And we're going to want to make the base of our teacup, of course, so it has something to stand on. And because the base of the teacup is round, we want to bring this edge down and create a rounded edge. And now we're going to focus on the ellipse at the top of our cup here. Remember, we're looking at it from the side, so I'm just going to create a very thin ellipse. And I need to bring mine over just a little bit here to meet with the side. And then we're going to create a handle for our teacup. We'll do just a simple handle for this one. We'll do a little bit crazier one for the next. So what we're also going to be focusing on is drawing through, which we've been going over in previous studies, and we're just going to reiterate how important that is, because you can see your objects more clearly. And you can always erase those extra lines. So I've created the side of the next teacup. You can come down, make your U. Notice I'm using a light hand when I'm drawing, because I'm going to erase these lines. And then this cup's a little bit to the side, so I'm going to make my ellipse just angled slightly more. And let's give this cup kind of a fun swirl handle. Okay. And now we're going to make our final teacup. So, go ahead, make our U. Do our ellipse at the top. And then I'm going to make an even crazier handle. Have it come out. Actually get a little square. And zigzag in here. And there we go. So now we have our initial drawing and we can go ahead and start to outline. Now what you want to do is be sure to just outline the important lines in your drawing and not your guidelines. So I'll demonstrate with this first cup here. Going around the ellipse, you see this is going to be an important line because that's the side of the middle cup. But we want to show the back of the ellipse, the front of the ellipse, because this cup is inside this one. So technically we can't see these lines right here. And of course the rest of the outside edge of this teacup. Okay. And then start on your next teacup. You can see brought this line all the way down because this part of the cup falls behind this middle cup. And the front of the ellipse and the back of the ellipse over there. Side of this cup is in front of the back of this ellipse, and pull through there. Okay. And once you're done outlining your entire picture, you want to go ahead and erase all these extra marks in here that we no longer need. That was just so we could get our stack of teacups the way we wanted. And you can see my cleaned up image here. This is one I had created previously, so it's just a little bit different. So now what we want to do is go ahead and color in our stack of teacups in lots of fun colors. And you can go ahead and add some patterns in your teacups. Say I might want to do, we'll do some polka dots down here. And if you have some ideas for patterns or imagery that you would like to put on your teacups, go right on ahead. These are just patterns and things that I thought would look neat in my own picture. Let's see. Maybe I'll do this one with some stripes. And for that top one, maybe some flower shapes. And you'll notice I have my patterns here going off the sides on some of the cups, because that's how mini patterns are treated. They go off the sides of the cloth or material that they're on, in this case our teacups. And also in this case we have a rounded object, so we don't see the full graphic all the way around, we just see the edge. So in this case, if it was a polka dot, you would just see the side of the polka dot as opposed to, say, the side of the Cheshire cat here. Okay, so now we can go ahead and start coloring in. And I want you to try to use as many colors as possible because this is a fun tea party. It's crazy. There's lots of colors and lots of things going on in this Wonderland. And I also want you to focus when you're coloring in the same direction. This will just add another element of cohesiveness to your project. It'll make it look neater. And it will also help you color in with more even layers of color. Also be careful when you're going up beside lines that you've already done in marker. You don't want your colors to bleed. So what I'm doing here is creating kind of a safe edge against that pink and pulling my orange down. And that just helps give me a little bit of a buffer. Okay, so now that you've seen my technique with coloring, you can go ahead and pick all the different colors you want, and I want you to try to fit as many into each of these sections as you can. So we're going to go ahead and pause here so you can finish coloring your set of teacups, and when we come back, we'll see what you've created. Now we get to look at each other's drawings. This is the one that I've created. You see I have colored in the ellipses back here inside the cups, different colors. I even have the stripes different colors. Each handle's a different color. And everything is just really vibrant and crazy looking, and I love it. And I'm sure yours looks amazing too. So if you're happy with where your teacups are, that's the end of the beginner's lesson. And if you want to do some more with ellipses in the background, then stick around and we'll begin the advanced portion in just 1 second. So welcome back to the advanced portion of our Alice in Wonderland Tea Party art project. So we're going to focus on ellipses some more by creating a pedestal for our teacups to sit on, and then just doing some fun coloring in the background. So we're going to pick a color. I'm going to use this teal color, and it's number 051 from our Cezanne pencils. And I'm going to start back here. We're going to do the ellipse again. So remember, it's a round pedestal, and we want to just come around like we did before for the top of our teacups, create that oval, going back around, and try to meet up close to where, if you imagine this line finishing, each of these points would meet. So now we're going to make the side of our table. So we're going to bring this edge down, this edge down, and then we're going to repeat this rounded shape because the bottom of our table is round too. Keep it the same width. Okay. And then we're just going to bring the inside of the pedestal down here that's holding up our teacups. So now what we're going to do, and you can take a different color if you want, I'm going to use the same color, is we're just going to divide our background into different sections and just kind of recreate the craziness and chaotic nature of this mad tea party that's going on in Wonderland. And just have lines going in all sorts of different directions behind this pedestal and these cups. And so you can have a lot of fun dividing your paper however you want. Okay. So now that we're done, we're going to color in our pedestal first, and then go into the background and color each of our sections in whatever color we want. So now we've completed coloring in our crazy tower of teacups for our mad tea party, and we have lots of different colors going on. It's vibrant, and we've had the chance to learn about ellipses and drawing through so that we could create this really fun composition. So I had a lot of fun working on this project with you guys, and I hope you had just as much fun creating it with me. And I cannot wait to see you all on the next Art Explorations for Kids.